On my last date, I was so excited to be with my husband. It felt like a date when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. I had butterflies in the pit of my stomach, and I laughed so hard that I cried. We had all of our favorite snacks, we got into trouble for laughing too loud at the movie, and we ended the night with a delicious bazooki. It was a great date night, and it revamped our relationship. Did I mention that we were at home and it cost us less than $10? My husband and I are both students, so money is usually tight. But we don't want that to stop us from having fun and, most importantly, dating each other. Today I'm going to share with you some cheap date night ideas that are totally doable on a student budget. There are a lot of cheap at-home date ideas, and the best part of an at-home date is that there is no need for a babysitter. How many of us go grocery shopping each week or every other week? I would guess that most of us do. The first cheap date is so cheap that it fits right into your weekly shopping list. Top Chef. For those of you who are not familiar with Top Chef, it is a cooking competition to see who makes the dish better. Plan out in your grocery list what meal, appetizer, or even dessert you and your spouse want to compete at. Or you could switch it up and have one make dinner and the other dessert. Make sure you rate your spouse on creativity and have lots of fun. Another simple fun date night is game night. There are many nights in the summer after the kids go down, my husband and I will head outside and play some of our favorite card games. One of the best things about game night is that you can each pick a game and play them both. Make sure you still have great conversation and have yummy snacks. My ultimate favorite home date night is indoor camp out. We live in Las Vegas, so we are rarely cold here. So we turn up the air, so we want to snuggle, and we lay out on a bunch of blankets and pillows on the floor. We tell scary stories to each other, and of course, we make indoor s'mores. Now there are times where I know that I like to get out of the house, but getting out of the house for date night only means two things. One, you are spending money to go out, and two, you have to pay the babysitter. But luckily there are a few cheap options out there that will allow you to get out of the house and come back feeling refreshed. Again, since we live in Las Vegas, we have great weather 10 months out of the year, so we are always outside. One cheap date night is that you can go to Subway, get a $5 footlong, and go to the park. You can bring sides from home and even make it cheaper by bringing everything from home to have your picnic in the park. It is amazing how enjoyable the park can be for adults when you aren't chasing your two crazy kids around. I, for one, love ice cream and love on Tuesday nights Baskin Robbins has Dollar Scoop night. My husband and I sneak out and go out for our favorite ice cream and walk around the outside mall. We window shop and enjoy great conversation. The last cheap go-out date night is movie and a dinner. Although this seems really expensive, it doesn't have to be. Most date nights when my husband and I choose to do dinner and a movie, we go to dinner, come home when the kids are in bed, and enjoy a movie at home. This way you only have to pay the babysitter just for dinner and not the movie. Have the movie picked out before so you don't get distracted by trying to pick one and then it doesn't happen. Have it planned as if you were going to the theater. All these dates are fun, and there are so many other cheap date ideas out there. But besides from being fun, there are great benefits in dating your spouse. One thing I would like to mention of all these dates, they force you to talk to your spouse. There are so many distractions in daily life that if you don't stop and have small and large conversations, significant others will start to feel lost. In the talk, What Happily Married Couples Do, Elder Douglas Brindley suggests 10 things each couple should do. Have positive conversations, show affection, remember that you are each other's therapist, be humble and cultivate Christ-like attributes, date frequently, enrich your intimacy, spend time with your children and grandchildren, seek feedback and help each other, eliminate anger, and be sensitive to each other's stress level. Simply by dating your spouse, you will achieve most of this list. As for professional advice from Dates and Romance columnist Sean Marshall, his article, 3 Obvious but Important Reasons to Date Your Spouse, he suggests that dating your spouse fuels the fire, it helps you grow closer to your spouse, and it is all about priorities. Make sure dating your spouse is a priority in your life. Not all the butterflies come from expensive, elaborate dates. There are many times where my husband and I laugh so hard that we get in trouble by waking the kids up, and we have to take a little break, and then we get right back at laughing. Sweet, cheap dates with the right person can produce the same or even better outcomes of a more expensive date.